All right, hey everybody, what's up? Whatever. Back a few weeks ago, months ago, I guess, I don't know, something. Coca-Cola made the announcement that they were bringing back new Coke for a very limited, promotion for Stranger Things season 3. This is apparently Stranger Things season 3 highlights new Coke in the series because of the time it takes place. Anyhow, so I was like, well, that's pretty cool. I'll have to order some of that. So the other day, mailman came knocking at the door, and lo and behold, the box of Stranger Things CocaCola. I guess we'll go ahead and open this up and take a look at it. You know, the tape has now been pierced. I'm not doing any sort of fancy two-camera shot. I just didn't feel like rigging that up. But that is essentially how the box looks. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and get into this. So we have one bottle of original taste Coca-Cola in a glass bottle. And I believe based on the label, yeah, it's a high fructose corn syrup version. And then for some idiotic reason, I don't know why, we also have a bottle of Coke Zero. Like, who cares? Somebody's not be freaking drinking Coke Zero. And then a can of New Coke. And another can of New Coke. So we have 2 cans of New Coke, as it were. And these are cold. I just put the whole box in the fridge. So that's basically the unboxing. There's nothing else in the box. The box is empty. The most anticlimactic unboxing ever. Yeah, and then on this side we have ingredients and nutritional information, because we all know that Coke is part of a nutritional meal. But I thought it would be interesting though to do a tasting of everything, so I'll get that ready. Just give me a second here. Okay, so I guess I have everything set up here. So legend has it, this is kind of a conspiracy theory, I don't know how much truth there is to this, but legend has it that the industry was shifting to high fructose corn syrup in about 1984 or so, and Coke was teetering at the moment on leading the market in America's choice for cola. And they figured that if they changed a recipe, that people might not like the high fructose corn syrup, and then they would lose their ground and everybody go to Pepsi. Again, this is conspiracy theory, so I don't know if there's any truth to this. So allegedly the idea was to bridge the gap by releasing New Coke, and for several months have everybody drinking this, and then they would forget what the original Coke tasted like, and then they would bring back the original Coke in the high fructose corn syrup, saving them, millions or billions of dollars a year in revenue cost or whatever, and then the American public would be none the wiser. So with that being said, I went and got a bottle of Mexican Coke, Mexican Pepsi, because these are both the original sugar cane recipes. And the reason I got the Pepsi was because in '84 they were doing taste tests with people. This is a fact. They were doing taste tests with people, and they were actually finding out that more people enjoyed the New Coke than they enjoyed Pepsi. And at the time, it was kind of, America was like Coke had a 52% dominance in the market, but more Americans were showing favor toward Pepsi than Coke. And so they decided, well, we gotta, make some changes or something like that. So they were doing a focus group taste test. Pretty much the people were gravitating toward the New Coke over the Pepsi. So I was like, well, I'll get a original bottle of Pepsi recipe, original Coke recipe, and then New Coke, and then the high fructose corn syrup Coca-Cola. So anyway, now that's all set up, we'll go ahead and pour some drinks. And I'll state for the record that I can't really quite remember my family being a cola family. Like, I can't remember much about the early or mid 80s, but from about 1990 or on, my mom was huge Mountain Dew drinker, so that's all we kept in the fridge was Mountain Dew. But I can't remember if we ever had Coke or Pepsi or anything like that, so I'm not really sure. But I've always liked Coke better than Pepsi, but I'll drink both. I mean, I'll drink Dr. Pepper, I'll drink RC. I don't have really, I'm not one of those people that's, ride or die one beverage or brand. I don't care. But given a choice, I would take Coke. So let's crack this open. There we go. High fructose corn syrup, new Coke. Okay, so I'll go ahead and drink the regular Coke just to. Okay. And then the CocaCola Classic high fructose. It's almost identical. The only difference is the sugar has a smoother finish, whereas a high fructose corn syrup doesn't. That's all I'm tasting. Now let's try the cane sugar Pepsi. Go back to the cane sugar Coke. So I like the Coke better because to me it has just an ever slight tad bit more spice to it. It's got a more like a bite to it, whereas Pepsi has a much just smoother, full body taste. But if you guys remember, like what I said previously, the original focal group taste tests were between Pepsi and the new Coke recipe, with which they weren't really revealing. They were just saying, here's a beverage we're working on, what do you guys think? And they would drink, they're like, oh, we like the new Coke much better. It was overwhelmingly voted for the new Coke recipe. So, okay, so let's see how this compares. It's almost the exact same thing. The only difference is there's just an even tad bit more spice to it. Yeah. Now, the only thing that I can explain this to is just imagine, Coke, Coca-Cola Classic, whatever, and then imagine kind of a muted, very slight, just in the backdrop aftertaste of dark chocolate. Like, I highly doubt there's any cocoa or chocolate flavoring in that, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind, is I'm getting, like, an earthy aftertaste on it. Do you want to come over here and have a taste test? Actually, you should. Come over here.
What?
Come over here and have a taste test. I have Pepsi. You can try them both.
Okay, I'll just be the hand off camera. All right.
So that's the Pepsi.
Smells like Pepsi. No, it's carbonated though.
Because it is Pepsi.
Mm-hmm. That tastes no difference. Tastes like a Pepsi.
And then that's the sugar Coke, the Mexican Coke.
tastes like a flat Coke. That's good.
Okay, there you go. So Tori, who is a ride or die Pepsi, just said she liked the new Coke. So
Probably because it's Pepsi.
Tori says it's actually Pepsi in the new Coke. That'd be funny if they had just big vats of Pepsi. Good grief. But I was hoping that they would go with a complete, authentic can, but there's Stranger Things logo on the can. But, I mean, that's fine. And also it says copyright 2019 and not copyright 1985. But, you know, minor things. Minor things. But overall, for about 10 years now, I've actively wanted to try New Coke. I kept on hoping they would bring it back. So it's basically a you know, an end goal to finally be able to be in this position to be enjoying a New Coke. Yeah, I know it's a difference. I think it's most notably a difference between can and bottle. I was wanting to get some Mexican Pepsi in can, but unfortunately they don't make it in cans. It's only in glass bottles. But it seems like the can is the most carbonated out of all three of these. And that could just be the New Coke recipe. I don't know. But there's definitely more activity in this cup than in either of these other three cups. There's definitely more bubbling activity in this cup. Yeah, that's really the only thing I can say is it's essentially Coca-Cola Classic, but it just has a slight bit more of a spicy. It's almost like a dark chocolate almost kind of aftertaste that I'm picking up, but I don't think that's it. But I don't know what it is. Of course, it's guarded by, you know, high secret. What the heck is even in Coke? Unfortunately, it's not cocaine anymore. But oh well, there you go. So I don't have much else to say. I just wanted to do a tasting on camera of the new Coke, and again, been wanting to try this for, you know, years, probably a decade now, if not even more. So I'm excited to finally be in this position and to document it for the internet. But anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching and peace out.